Morning, back to the yard today. It's just starting to rain, which is lovely. I've been doing a bit of office work for the first hour or two this morning. I've got one of these DX19s to PDI and I don't know which one is the correct one, so I'm gonna have to go and find out. Need to weld. This is my last job before I go on holiday. It has to be done. I need to weld a hydraulic thumb onto the arm, PDI it, fit a hitch, fit buckets, pipe it all up. Surely I'll get it done today. Oh, it needs a beacon as well. Right, I will consult the PDI card and see which one of these two, that one or that one, is to do. Good, it's this one, the one that's handiest to get to, the one that I can hopefully squeeze through that gap. Squeeze the tracks in. Hey, brand spanking new. You know I love doing PDI work. What a way to finish the week. Salesman said it's a must be done before you go away. Hey man, that one there was a rush job. Get that one PDI for the end of the week and it's sat there 3 weeks later. Salesman, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Radio works. Right, we'll get it kindled up and check some levels. I'll put the hitch and buckets on outside and then I'll take it to the workshop to weld that thumb on. Hate welding thumbs on these because that bracket there needs cut off and then ground flat. Bit of work like. At least I'll be indoors while it's raining. Gonna squeeze through, look. Just nice and straight. Lovely. Bring it around now. Reverse it up. Smashing. Right, I'll go and get the hitch for it. Put the hitch on it and put the digging bucket on it, then I can marry up the hydraulic thumb to meet in a sensible position. Right, we'll go and get the digging bucket on it and then we'll put the thumb inside the digging bucket and track it towards the workshop. First thing I'm going to need to do is cut these off. So I'll get the 9-inch grinder, slice them off, and then I'll offer that up because I've got to be careful down at this bottom here. When this hitch curls round, I don't want this hitch to hit the thumb, otherwise that'll put stress on all of these pins and we'll end up bending something. Right, I'll go and fetch my van round, put a boiler suit on and get chopping. Walked all the way across the yard and I've left my keys in the digger. tedious. I've got all the paint to grind off, but I'm gonna put that thumb bracket on now and see where it's roughly gonna sit, so I know how much paint I need to take off, and then get the paint off, tack it into position, and just try it in 2 or 3 different spots just to make sure the hitch doesn't hit it, and then make sure that the thumb actually marries up with the bucket okay. So that's next. Not my favourite job, this. You can see there now with the bucket, that's it curled all the way in. So I've marked it here roughly, and then obviously when I weld it on, it's going to be about 5mm up from that mark. So I'll take all the paint off from there right the way down to there. So that's roughly where it wants to be. Put that bit of 8mm plate in there, so it's not going to drop down. I'll just run a short bead of weld along the top here, maybe a zip there and there, and then I'll stand it up, take these bungs out, just make sure that the thumb's going to meet the bucket, but that is as low down as I can put it on the dipper arms. So I'm sure the last one I did, I actually had to extend these a bit just so it matched, but it is what it is. This is kind of an off-the-shelf thumb, so it's not really designed for any particular model. It's just like a 1.5 to 2 ton class thumb. So yeah. So you can see, other than keeping stuff in the bucket, it's not really going to work. So I'll have to make something to weld onto here to meet up. But like I say, it's as far down the boom as I can make it, which is annoying. Never mind, it is what it is. Can't do much about that. Right, I'll zip it on and then tidy up my welds. And everything wants a coat of paint, and while this is all getting a coat of paint, I'll lengthen that. Right, there we go, it's attached. That's all you're going to see until I've painted it. Again, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I'm not a welder. I've never said I can weld, but it's attached. So yeah. So while the paint dries on that, been doing that. I don't think I've done a bad job with my welds there, like. A bit lumpy there. That's not bad round there. Anyway, it's alright for my standards. I've just lengthened that by 12 centimetres. I was tempted to put some V's in here, but don't think it needs it. I'll give this a paint now, black paint. Hopefully that orange over there should be dry by now. And then orange beacon. Oh, I need to make some pipes up as well for this. God knows what time of day it is. The day's going quickly and I just feel like I'm rushing around. Right, that's it fitted up. Tell you what's tight, that pin down there wasn't half tight. It was tight to come out as well. It's shaping up, look. Welds don't look too bad with a bit of paint on. Right, we'll see how bad my overspray's been. I didn't spend as long as I normally do masking everything off, so probably 20 minutes with some thinners. Hey man. Right, I need to get pipes made up as well, but I can't get the pipes made up till I've got them onto there. There we go. All the wrappers are off. Shame this bucket's so manky. Obviously been in stock for a while. Hey, right. That pin there definitely needs a good bit of greasing, but I'm gonna get a couple of pipes made up for here. 3/8. Oh. while I see that bolt, I'll run that back in. Paint's still a bit tacky like, and I don't really want to take them caps off because when I do they just explode oil everywhere all over my paintwork. Suppose I could do the beacon. Just want to see that this works properly first. Should do like. In fact, there's two things I want to do since I've added them on and it's folded up out the way. I hope it doesn't hit on here. Tell you what, absolute perfection. My heart was in my mouth when I pulled that boom in. I thought, is it gonna, isn't gonna? Oh, good. Right, I can progress with the day now. I'll get the pipes made up and then do the beacon, and then that paint should be just a little bit tacky yet. Get some pipes made up. There we go, complete. Oh. Got those nice and neat around the back of there. Thumb's done. Beacon's done. Completed it. It is about 5:15 now. Paint's still a bit tacky, so I'm not going to wash it off. The salesman can do that if he's desperate to get it away, but I'm not going to ruin my nice paint job. So yeah, that's all it needs doing. Lick of paint. I'm just jacked it up on itself just to turn the tracks round and round. When I started the machine and worked the thumb, obviously that ram was full of air and it's got air into the system, and the whole when you work the machine, the whole thing sounds like it's cavitating, and I find that's the best way to get all the air out of the system. Just run the tracks round and round. It's the same if you replace this filter in here. That's the hydraulic filter there. If you ever replace that filter, that's the only filter on these machines that I'll fill with oil before I fit it. But even still, once you start the machine, you'll still get that grumbly noise when you start to work it. That's just a bit of air in the system, and sort of jacking it up like that and just letting it track around, I find's the best way to get all the air out of the system. So yeah, I've just greased it. Everything's greased up now. I'm gonna go around and park it up. So that's it all parked up. I tell you what, that thumb is handy. The pallets that it all came in, look. Stacked it all up. Grab hold of the buckets with the grabber. Grab them all together. Job's a good one. So yeah, basically what I've done this week is, the videos that you've seen this week has just been one day per video, whereas normally it's like 2 days of video apart from a Monday, which obviously are split in half. So next Tuesday night you'll see me servicing a 380 shovel. Next Thursday night you'll see me, what did I do? Anyway, long story short, I've tried to keep it fresh, so there's a bit of repairs, bit of breakdowns, bit of servicing. So I hope you all enjoy it. I am now on holiday, so I'm going to forget all about work. If I don't respond to any comments over the next week or so, that is because I am just totally switching off. I might find 15 minutes just to have a scan through, see what you're all saying, and if you see a little, like a love heart button in it, but it just means that I like your comment, or that I've seen it. So yeah, I might not, I know this week I haven't spent as much time as I would like to have done sort of responding to all your comments, and I do read all of them. And so like I say, if you see that I've liked your comment, and I've seen it and read it. So yeah, it's been a roller coaster of a week anyway. I am definitely ready for a holiday. Definitely. All that machine needs is a wash down and a bit of diesel putting in it. Somebody else's problem. And I tell you what, I'll be grumpy that machine's still there when I come back off holiday. I will. Because I wouldn't have had to have stayed here till 6 o'clock. Right, anyway, long story short, thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and see you in a couple of weeks' time. Thank you.